Squeeze pages are a great way to get people to sign up to your mailing list. What you have is some sort of a freebie, generally a free report or a free piece of software or something like that, and people have to sign up to your mailing list to get it. Most of them are actually very simple HTML pages, and I'm going to show you how to make one in this video. I'm going to use a software program called NView for this demonstration. This is a free HTML editor which you can download from this website here. And this is going to be a very simple HTML page, and in order to keep the information all together and constrained, I'm going to create a table to put it into. So come up here to where it says table and click on the icon. And I want the table to be 3 columns by 2 rows, so I just highlight that area there and then click, and you can see we now have the table inserted. So I'm just going to select the table because I need to align it in the middle of the frame. So come here to Table and Table Properties, and where it says Table Alignment, I'm going to make that center and then click on Apply. Now you can, if you wish, have the background to the HTML page one color and then have the table contents background white. I'm actually going to keep it all white for this demonstration, but if you wanted to alter the background color, you would simply click on this button here and we'll click on OK. Now the way I'm going to lay out this table is I'm going to have this top row be the headline, then I'm going to have the report cover in this column here on the left. There'll be the benefits bullet points in this center column and the subscription box here in this column on the right. Okay, to put in my headline I need to get all these columns here joined together, so I'm going to come up here to Table, Select and Row, and you see we've now selected all of the columns in this top row, and then again Table and Join Selected Cells, and there you go, we now have the entire top part of this table as one giant area. And now I'm going to put in my headline. I'm going to center the headline and I'm going to select it as heading 1, and I'm just going to type in something simple. There we go. Now that doesn't look very appealing, so I'm going to change the color and typeface. So I'm going to, let's put an exclamation mark there. There we go. So I'm going to highlight all this just by holding down the left mouse button and then dragging the mouse cursor over the text. And I'm going to come here to Format and Font, and the one that I'm going to use is going to be Verdana, which is right down at the bottom of this list. You can see I've got quite a large number of fonts and typefaces on this computer. So select Verdana, and I want it to be a sort of a dark red color, so I'm going to click here on this color block here, and then you can see it's already my last picked color. So I'm going to select it, this one here, and then click on OK. And there we go. Okay, now I'm going to save my squeeze page. So click here on the save icon, and I'm going to give it a name, and let's just call it squeeze page. And click on OK. And then we'll make it a more URL friendly name, and click on Save. Okay, now I want to add the report cover into the squeeze page, so click here on the column over here on the far left on the second row, and then come up here to Insert and Image, and then I need to choose the file that I'm going to import, so click here on Choose File, and this is the one I'm going to import, freereportcover.png, so click there and click on Open, and then it's prompted me for the alternate text, so I'm just going to call this free report, and then click on OK. Now don't worry if all of a sudden when you've put something in it scrunches everything over to one side. That's perfectly normal and it will balance itself out later on. Okay, now I need to insert my benefit bullet points, which I'm going to do in the center column. So I need to make sure that this section here is selected for bullet points. But first of all, I'm just going to put a bit of text in. And I'm going to highlight that and make it bold. And now I'm going to insert my bullet points. So we have benefit 1, benefit 2, and so on. And now I need to put in my sign up box, which I'm going to do in this column here on the far right. So I need to add a bit of information first. Okay, now I need to put in the sign up box, so I'm just going to put in a couple of lines there, and then I'm going to insert the HTML code. Now I've got this saved as a file in this text file here, and you can see this is a standard Aweber sign up box. So just going to highlight all that and right click to copy that to my computer's clipboard. And now I'm going to come here where it says Insert HTML, and I'm going to paste it into this box here, and then click on Insert. And you can see now that is inserted into the squeeze page. Okay, I'm going to come down so it's outside the form. And something that people are a bit nervous about with squeeze pages is that they're afraid that you're going to inundate them with spam, or you're going to sell their name and email address off to other people. So you want to put something at the bottom to reassure them that you're not going to do that. So something like this. And there we go, that's done. Now I don't really like the typeface that has been chosen, so I'm going to change that in a similar way to how I set the typeface here. So I'm going to select these two cells and then come up here to Format and Font, and I'm going to set this one Helvetica Arial, and you can see now that's changed all of it. Let's just take that one line out, just backspace there. And that looks okay. So now all I need to do is to save it. That's that. And one other thing that you can do with EnView is you can actually spell check the page. So let's just do that just to make sure I haven't made any typos. and there's no misspelled words, so I can close that. Now all I need to do is preview it in my web browser, so we'll just do that. And that looks a bit crowded. I'm not sure I actually like that, so let's just go back into EnView and change this around a bit. Let's first of all make this center column, the text, align at the top. So what I'm going to do now is Format and Table Cell Properties, and where it says Content Alignment Vertical, I'm going to have that go up at the top. And I'm also going to alter the size because this center column seems to be a bit squeezed. So I'm going to make the width to be 33% of the table, and then click on Apply, and that looks a bit better. So again, save, come back to the browser and refresh, and again not entirely happy with that either, so let's just do the same with this column here over on the far right. Again, we're going to go Format, Table Cell Properties, Vertical and Top, and then Apply, and then click on OK and save it, and once again refresh, and you can see that looks a bit better. But now what I want to do is just to outline the sign up box a bit so that it stands out from the rest of the squeeze page. So again, we'll just do that. What I'm going to do is actually put this as a table within a table so that I can have an edge to it without having edges to all of this information here. So first thing I'm going to do is to create another table. So come up here and go to Table, Insert, Table, and I just want 1 by 1, so we'll click on that. You can see it's forcing it all out of space, so I'm going to format that. So come here to Format and Table Cell Properties, and then click on Table, and then I want to have it as where it says percentage of cell, and we'll have that as 100%, and then click Apply, and then click OK. And then because of course this table cell is now a different width, I'm going to adjust that as well. So again, Format, Table Cell Properties, and I'll have that as width is going to be, select percentage of table from the drop down menu and put in 33% and Apply and OK. Alright, now what I need to do is to move this here into this table. So I'm going to go to where it says Source, and I'm going to scroll down here to where you can see this table here, and I'm going to highlight all of that, down to the bottom. To the bottom of the form there. In fact, I'll take to the bottom of the center. I'm going to right click that and go cut. So I'm taking that out, and now I'm going to paste it into this other table that I've just created. And so we're going to insert that into here, Control V, and then when I go back to normal, you'll see it's nesting it inside here. So now I'm going to select this outer table, and we go to table properties, and where it says border, I'm going to have that as 1 pixel, and then spacing I'm going to set that to 0, and padding I'm going to set that to 0, and table alignment I'm going to set to center, and then click on apply, and then click on OK, and save that, and then preview it again. There we go. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? I just need to put another line here in front of we. So I should do that. Just carriage return and save it again, and then again click here, and that looks a whole lot better, doesn't it? And now all I have to do is upload all this to my web space and start driving traffic to it. So there you go. That's how you can create a squeeze page.